Man, let's get back to the part of your story. I mean, there's a ton of supernatural things that are going on
Hmm.
here. This is not normal as far as beyond the providence of God in your life and how things kind of worked out. But one, an outer body experience, and then two, an actual miracle when it came to, okay, hey, we're gonna have to amputate above the knee, and then it doesn't happen. But
Hmm.
I wanna ask you, what was that? Take us into that moment where before they had to actually amputate, when they said,
Hmm.
"Hey," they came into the, your room and had to give you the news like, "Hey, Parker, we're gonna have to, to save your life, we're gonna have to take your
Hmm.
leg from below the kneecap."
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it was very devastating at the time. And I'm not really an emotional guy at all, but my dad's pretty emotional. But so my dad was with me when they came in because of the hospital rules at the time. Only one, I was in the ICU, and only one person could be in a room at a time, and two per day. So I was seeing my mom and dad like every day, and as much as I love them, I was kind of getting tired of seeing them a little bit. But uh, so so my dad was in the room, and Dr. Yamaguchi, my surgeon, came in there. I was like, "Hey, Parker, you have two options. Option number A, we can continue this drip we have you on now, which isn't working, and the infection will spread to your kidneys, lungs, and you'll basically end up dying. Or B, we can amputate your right lower extremity." And I was like, well, obviously I want to live, so I chose option B. But for about 15 minutes, me and my dad just sat there and cried because our dream was always to go to the next level in baseball, whether that be in collegiate, MLB. I mean, obviously MLB is the end goal, but I was right there. I was at the collegiate level, and that kind of felt like my dream was kind of getting taken away from me at first. And it was really hard, really that whole day because my invitation was later that night, so we kind of had the whole day to kind of grieve the loss of my leg. But I honestly didn't really want to sit there and just continue to grieve because I mean we had to do it, and I kind of told my dad after those 15 minutes, I was like, hey, let's amputate and let's keep living, man. Like it's
Hmm.
bigger than just a leg. I was like, if baseball is not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Like God has a bigger plan for me, and as I'm living it out now, man. Obviously, baseball's still in the picture, but I mean, beforehand, I was been another shortstop here at East Carolina, but now I get to use my platform in such a bigger level, and continue to share His light and show people that even though that tragedy hits your life, that there's still hope and that God still has a plan for you, and even though you may be going through the mud like I was whenever they had to tell me they had to amputate my leg, like it's kind of hard to see that God has a plan for you in that time. But Jeremiah 29:11 tells us that His plans to prosper us and give us hope in the future.
That's
So
right.
just kind of continue to rely on those verses like that and continue to live out His word. I think is the main thing.